Master on. Clear prop. Left is clear, right is clear, center clear.
Březí radio, Oscar, Kilo Papa Echo Sierra, lined up on runway 12 and departing, after departure turning right, climbing 2,500 feet and proceeding towards Křižanov, and then we'll change frequency.
Okay, landing lights on, navigation lights on, transponder alt, let's turn pitot heat today, engine instruments okay, full throttle, engine is green, brake release, airspeed is alive, let's build up more speed, ground effect, and climb. Climb straight.
Křižanov radio, Oscar Kilo Papa Echo Sierra, Cessna 152 at 2,500 feet, QNH 1018 hectopascal. We'll enter 80 from southeast, overfly the aerodrome and proceed northwest.
Visibility is okay, we are in some small amount of clouds, or like fog. But visibility is still more than 5 kilometers. Just in case the visibility starts reducing, we will make a 180 back and proceed back to Březí. So let's keep the landing lights on for the slightly lower visibility.
Křižanov radio, Oscar Kilo Papa Echo Sierra, now overhead the aerodrome at 2,500 feet, QNH 1018 hectopascal, and proceeding northwest.
If proceeding northwest, because I'm seeing the visibility is dropping and I'm thinking of turning back.
Křižanov radio, Oscar Kilo Papa Echo Sierra, changing frequency to Praha formation, thank you, bye bye. And Křižanov radio, Oscar Kilo Papa Echo Sierra, actually making the 180 back towards Březí. Still within 80Z, will lower by the aerodrome once again and proceed southwest. Southeast to Březí to land.
So yeah, that is our flight cut short. Unfortunately, we cannot proceed to Prague. I don't want to risk it. I don't know what clouds I will find and what not. For sure, we cannot climb more than we are. We are already low at 500 feet AGL. We cannot go lower. We cannot climb higher because of the clouds. And I think this is the safest option.
Křižanov radio, Oscar Kilo Papa Echo Sierra, now just overhead the aerodrome and proceeding southeast back towards Březí.
Let's find openings. There, Březí is straight ahead.
Křižanov radio, Oscar Kilo Papa Echo Sierra, changing frequency to Březí radio, leaving 80Z, thank you, bye bye. Březí radio, Oscar Kilo Papa Echo Sierra, will soon join left downwind runway 30 for full stop. Březí radio, Oscar Kilo Papa Echo Sierra, left downwind runway 30 for full stop.
Okay, so carb heat on. Let's slow down. Okay, started in departure, speed 85 knots, flaps 10. Let's keep it like this, 2100 feet, so we are 500 feet AGL, more or less, of the aerodrome, flaps 2.
Březí radio, Oscar Kilo Papa Echo Sierra, turning left base, runway 30 for full stop.
Březí radio, Oscar Kilo from Křižanov above, we are still outside of the runway, runway is clear.
Roger, runway is clear now, soon turning final, Oscar Kilo Papa Echo Sierra, thank you. And Březí radio, Oscar Kilo Papa Echo Sierra on final runway 30 for full stop.
Kilo from Křižanov above, Oscar Kilo Papa Echo Sierra, can you tell us what was the ceiling?
The clouds are very low. Honestly, I don't know if they are coming this way. If you plan to go somewhere distant, I would definitely not recommend, because when I was turning back, I noticed that the clouds got even lower on my way here. I had to descend even at 300 feet AGL at one point, and it was quite uncomfortable.
Roger, that's understood. So we will give a shot. We will try to get supernova. There is a cab okay. At least promise. So we will see. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Have a nice flight.
Okay, so let's switch off.